Southern Illinois University Edwardsville is a coeducational public master's college and university in Edwardsville, Illinois, United States, about 20 miles northeast of St. Louis, Missouri. SIUE was established in 1957 as an extension of Southern Illinois University Carbondale, and is the younger and smaller of the two major institutions of Southern Illinois University system. The university offers graduate programs through its graduate school. In fiscal year 2014, SIUE faculty and staff received 185 grants and contracts for research, teaching, and service initiatives worth more than $34 million, which ranked 8th among more than 680 comparable public and private universities in the country. The grants awarded were from agencies that included the National Science Foundation, the National Institutes of Health, the National Endowment for the Humanities, the National Endowment for the Arts, the Environmental Protection Agency, the U.S. Departments of Education and Health and Human Services, and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, fielding athletic teams known as the SIUE Edwardsville Cougars. The university participates in the National Collegiate Athletic Association at the Division I level as a member of Ohio Valley Conference. The majority of SIUE's students are from Illinois, with out-of-state and foreign students accounting for 11.45% of enrollment. The university offers numerous extracurricular activities to its students, including athletics, honor societies, student clubs and organizations, as well as fraternities and sororities. The university has an alumni base of more than 98,000. Alumni and former students have gone on to prominent careers in government, business, science, medicine, education, sports, and entertainment. History. During the post-World War II economic expansion, a lack of public higher education was noticeable in the growing Metro East area. Organizations from across the area took it upon themselves to relieve this lack. Southern Illinois University, over 100 miles to the region's south, opened a residence center in Belleville in 1949. In 1955, the Edwardsville Chamber of Commerce founded the Southwestern Illinois Council for Higher Education, tasked with creating a more permanent solution to the problem. SWICHE and the SIUE Board of Trustees met and stated their agreement in goals in 1956, and that same year, an executive committee from the Board of Education in Olton invited Dr. Alonzo Myers, chairman of the Department of Higher Education for Higher Education at New York University, to perform a study of the need for higher education in the Metro East. Dr. Myers' 1957 report, The Extent and the Nature of Needs for Higher Education in Madison and St. Clair counties, outlined the precise need. The 1950 census showed that students in the region in question were only half as likely as those in other regions of the country to finish a four-year college degree program. Businesses in the area were in need of college-trained employees but were forced to hire outside of the area, especially in the fields of business administration, nursing, education, and industrial technology. Myers concluded that, rather than more residence centers, private schools, or junior colleges, a branch of a four-year public university would best serve the needs of the area. He recommended SIUE, the closest large public university, as the best candidate. Acting on the report in 1957, SIUE purchased both the former building of East Street, Louis High School, and the campus of Shortcliffe College in Olton as temporary facilities. Even with all of the research and planning that had gone before, the true need had been underestimated. When the new campuses opened, officials planned on having about 800 students, 1776 enrolled, and enrollment doubled within 2 years. The dual campus solution was temporary mostly because both facilities were in urban areas with little room for expansion even at the time of purchase. Land for the permanent campus was purchased in 1960, 2,660 acres of farmland. Money for the purchase came from A. Contributions from individuals, businesses, industries, labor unions, civic organizations, and PTAs. B. Loans from 14 Metro East banks, and C. State funding. The location, west of Edwardsville, was chosen due to its accessibility via highways, its usability as an educational campus, and its proximity to the major urban areas of the Metro East. In 1960, Coeducational was voted upon by the citizens of Illinois. The measure passed by more than 100,000 votes, providing funds for the construction of the campuses of SIUE and the school now known as the University of Illinois Chicago. A conference entitled Environmental Planning Edwardsville Campus took place in 1961, highlighting the architectural and spatial design of the future campus. The campus was designed by architects Helmuth Obata and Kasarbaum. Ground was broken in 1963 and, with the first two buildings completed, classes were first held on the Edwardsville campus in fall 1965. A series of dedication ceremonies from 1966 to 1969 highlighted the ongoing growth of the campus. Prior to the development of the Edwardsville campus, 6 divisions of academic programs were established for the SIUE residential centers in Alton and East St. Louis on March 4, 1960. When the move was made to the new campus in 1965, the divisions became the schools of business, education, fine arts, humanities, science and technology, and social sciences. The nursing program, which was to become the School of Nursing when the new campus opened, was established in March 29, 1964. On April 18, 1969, the Board of Trustees voted to establish the School of Dental Medicine, which opened in 1972. The School of Engineering originated as the engineering department of the School of Science and Technology and was elevated to school status in 1982. Between September 9, 1993 and July 1, 1995, the schools of Fine Arts, Humanities, Sciences, and Social Sciences and the University College merged to become the College of Arts and Sciences. The newest of SIUE schools, the School of Pharmacy, began classes in 2005. Growing rapidly and maturing, the school became increasingly independent of its parent school in Carbondale. In 1971, the SIUE Board of Trustees made official the campus's name of Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. Mississippi River Festival. From 1969 to 1980, the SIUE campus hosted the Mississippi River Festival, a summer outdoor concert series that featured performances by the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra and high-profile classical, jazz, folk, pop, and rock artists including the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, Van Cliburn, Aaron Copland, Bob Hope, The Who, Yes, Chicago, Joan Baez, The Eagles, the Modern Jazz Quartet, and the Grateful Dead. The MRF stage was beneath a large tent which also covered the reserved seating section, with lawn seating outside on the grass of the large natural amphitheater. The MRF attracted crowds of upward of 30,000. Main campus Southern Illinois University Edwardsville is located on 2,660 acres of trees and lakes, making SIUE one of the largest college campuses in the U.S. by land area. The campus is home to a wide variety of university programs and facilities, classroom and labs, arts and theater spaces, research centers, student housing, and athletic and recreational venues. The majority of SIUE's academic buildings are located in the core campus, inside Circle Drive on the south side of the 77 acres Cougar Lake. Many of the academic buildings were constructed during the 1960s, shortly after the land for the campus was purchased, with major additions during the 1970s. Another building boom has occurred since the turn of the 21st century, as the university experienced enrollment growth and expanded programs. The center of the core campus is the Stratton Quadrangle, named after William Stratton, who served as the governor of Illinois from 1953 to 1961 and was the university's first commencement speaker in June 1960. The quadrangle is designed with no direct pathway between two buildings. This provides students with exposure to nature during the commute between buildings. The quadrangle also contains the rock, which is constantly changing color because student organizations, such as fraternities and sororities, compete to see who can keep it painted the colors the longest. The original rock, a rose quartz boulder, was donated by the supplier of stone for the original core campus buildings. It was stolen during the night of October 7 to 8, 2003 and was found in pieces 9 days later. A replacement rock of limestone was donated by the Uniming Corporation in 2003, installed on March 14 and dedicated on April 7. The remnants of the original rock were put on display in the Morris University Center. The Lovejoy Library is named after Elijah Parrish Lovejoy and sits on the north side of the Stratton Quadrangle. It opened in 1965 and now holds over 800,000 volumes of almost 600,000 titles in book form, plus over 1,670,000 titles on microfilm across its 4 floors. 3 of the university's major academic buildings lie to the east of Lovejoy Library and northeast of the quadrangle. Peck Hall is named after John Mason Peck and opened in 1965. It houses the College of Arts and Sciences and the departments of Anthropology, History, Sociology, Social Work, English, Foreign Languages, Political Science, and Philosophy. Alumni Hall opened in 1976 and was originally known as Classroom Building 3. It houses classrooms and the offices of the School of Nursing and of the departments of Speech Communication, Art Education, Art Therapy, Geography, and Public Administration and Policy Analysis. Founders Hall was originally known as Classroom Building 2 and opened the same year as Alumni Hall. Founders contains various classroom space and is home to the Schools of Business and Education and the Army ROTC program. The Science Building complex is located to the west of Lovejoy Library and contains the classrooms, labs, and offices of the departments of Biological Sciences, Chemistry, Environmental Sciences, Mathematics and Statistics, and Physics, as well as the SIUE Center for Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics Research, Education and Outreach. The Science Lab Building East opened in 1966. Construction of the new Science Lab Building West was begun in late 2009, part of a $72 million project to build it and completely renovate the existing building. The new building opened for use in the fall of 2013, and the gutting and renovation of the old building is underway. Dunham Hall opened in 1966 and was expanded in 1995. The building is named after Catherine Dunham and houses the departments of Music, Mass Communications, Theatre and Dance, and the Information Technology Services. In addition to departmental offices, the building houses music studios, theatre studios and workshops, the Student Television Studio, a multimedia computer lab, video editing lab, photojournalism dark room, and WSIE FM and web radio stations. There is also a theatre seating approximately 400, with a proscenium stage, orchestra pit, theatrical lighting, and special effect trapdoors. The building is located south of the Science Building and directly west of the quadrangle. The Morris University Center is named for former SIUE President Delhi W. Morrison, opened in 1967. The MUC is the heart of student activity and lies on the southern edge of the Stratton Quadrangle. The facility contains dining halls, restaurants, a ballroom, conference rooms, the university bookstore, a bowling center and game room, a Starbucks coffee shop, the university bookstore, and other student services, as well as offices for various student organizations and volunteer activities. The Student Success Center is one of the newest facilities on the SIUE campus. It opened in 2009 and is connected to the MUC, available to students 24 hours a day. The Success Center houses academic and personal support services all in one convenient location, a study lounge and coffee bar, meeting rooms, and a Mac computer lab. The building also contains the offices of Student Government, Disability Support Services, Academic Advancement, Health Services, a Career Development Center, and international programs. The building was constructed using green building techniques that includes the use of sustainable and recycled construction materials. Rendleman Hall is located to the east of the University Center and is named after former SIUE President John S. Rendleman. It opened in 1969 and serves as the main administrative building, housing admission review and processing, the bursars office, and the housing office. Rendleman Hall, since 1970, has also been the location of the branch U.S. Post Office for zip code 62026, which serves SIUE's campuses in Edwardsville, Alton, and East Street Louis. Other academic, arts and athletic buildings are located to the west of the campus center. The theater department also uses the Metcalf Experimental Theater, a separate building named after James F. Metcalf that opened in 1984 as a replacement for an old Quonset hut that was used for productions. The engineering building opened in 2000 and expanded in 2013-14, houses the SIUE School of Engineering. It includes classrooms, laboratories, and offices for the school and its departments. The Art and Design building opened in 1994 and expanded in 2012-13, contains the offices of the Department of Art and Design and its classrooms and studios. The Center for Spirituality and Sustainability, formerly known as the Religious Center, was completed in 1971 and is located near the Art and Design building. It is topped by a plexiglass geodesic dome which resembles a globe with Edwardsville oriented at the top. The center was designed by R. Buckminster Fuller, an internationally known architect, Shoji Sadao, and dedicated by Fuller, who was a visiting professor at SIUE at the time. The 90th meridian runs through the building. Athletic facilities. The Vadler-Bean Center, named after State Senator Sam M. Vadler-Bean, opened in 1983 and is the focal point for SIUE athletics, containing many of the university's sports facilities. The center was expanded in 1993 with the addition of the Student Fitness Center, which was improved in 2009. It was further expanded in 2008 as SIUE's athletics began the transition from NCAA Division II to Division I. Among the changes were an increase in the arena seating from 2,400 to over 4,000. All of the athletics department offices are housed in the Lucas Athletics Annex to the VC, which was opened in 2012. The VC is home to not only intercollegiate athletics, but also to campus recreation and to the departments of kinesiology and health education of the School of Education. Court Stadium and its Bob Gelka Field opened in 1994 and serves the men's and women's soccer and track and field teams. Cougar Field, home of the softball team, and its Fulgen IT indoor practice facility sits just to the northwest of Court Stadium. The Simmons Baseball Complex is home to the Cougar baseball team and is located on New Poag Road, west of Stadium Drive. In the northwest corner of the campus, the Cougar tennis courts are just west of the Vadler Bean Center, and the SIUE cross-country course is on the north edge of the campus at the intersection of North University Drive and New Poag Road. Student housing. Housing consists of several residence halls and Cougar Village, which are the university's on-campus apartments. All campus student accommodations are suite-style and furnished. Each contains social lounges and multiple service units such as computer labs and learning resource centers. Student housing surrounds the academic buildings in the central portion of the SIUE campus. Woodland and Prairie Hall are located on the southern side of campus between Circle Drive and South University Drive. The two service freshman dorms, providing housing for a combined 1,000 students. Woodland Hall opened in 1994 and is the oldest residence hall. It houses 500 freshman students. The hall is multifunctional and contains conference and meeting rooms. Woodland Hall has a small student cafe, Woodland Cart, which provides students with meal items during the week. Freshman-focused interest communities are spread out among the three freshman residence halls. Prairie Hall opened in 1998. It houses 500 freshman students. Prairie Hall contains meeting rooms and a computer lab, and freshman-focused interest communities. Bluff and Evergreen Halls lie to the west of Circle Drive and the two newest residence halls on the SIUE campus. Bluff Hall opened in 2001 and houses 500 freshman students. Evergreen Hall is the newest residence hall, opened in 2007, and houses about 500 students. Evergreen is designed for upper-class residents. It features apartment and suite-style living. Students are able to choose from multiple floor plans. The hall also has multiple service facilities, such as fitness center and meeting rooms, in addition to the traditional dorm-style residence halls. Cougar Village is a student apartment development that opened in 1970. The complex is located along the eastern shore of Cougar Lake and is composed of around 500 2- and 3-bedroom apartments in 62 buildings that house approximately 1,500 undergraduate students, graduate students, and family residents. The village was originally called Tower Lake Apartments, after the man-made lake on the north side of campus located behind the water tower and the heating and refrigeration plant. Tower Lake is now called Cougar Lake. Apartments provide multiple floor plans and are a short walk or shuttle ride from the core campus. Cougar Village also includes the Cougar Village Commons building, located in the middle complex. The Commons contains an information desk, laundry facilities, a lounge, a computer lab, and the Commons Grill and Convenience Store. In 2010, a project was developed and approved to remodel 8 of the buildings in Cougar Village into a Greek village, providing on-campus fraternity and sorority houses, but the project was later dropped. University Park. University Park is a 330-acre mixed-use technology park located on the eastern side of the SIUE campus. It is home to 27 business, industry, and state tenants classified as agricultural, biotechnology, professional services, health sciences, and information technology. The School of Pharmacy Lab houses the SIUE School of Pharmacy and began offering courses to students students admitted to the SIUE Doctor of Pharmacy program. In August 2005, the building is located in SIUE's University Park. The School of Pharmacy also has space in the adjacent 200 University Park building and in the nearby Technology and Management Center and the Biotechnology Laboratory Incubator, which also contains biology and chemistry labs, as well as the Geographic Information Systems offices. The National Corn to Ethanol Research Center is the world's only facility dedicated to researching the ways and means of converting corn to ethanol. Using emerging technologies, the NCERC contains an analytical lab, a fermentation lab, and a pilot-scale production plant for performing research and training future workers. Additional facilities. The Southwest Illinois Advanced Manufacturing Center was launched in 2005, performing applied and basic research for product, process development and improvement. The center is funded by the U.S. Department of Commerce Economic Development Administration. The Hoffman Center on the N.O. Nelson campus of Lewis and Clark Community College in Edwardsville provides over 35,000 square feet of space for SIUE. The Environmental Resource Training Center is designated by the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency as the State of Illinois' Center for continuing education of personnel involved in the operation, maintenance and management of drinking water and wastewater treatment systems. The ERTC is located on the north side of the campus along New POAG Road and features lab and classroom space, as well as a 30,000-gallon per day wastewater treatment and drinking water treatment plant. The STEM Resource Center, located in the Science Building, is dedicated to researching, developing, and dispersing ways and means of advancing science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education at all levels, from elementary school through college and on into professional development. The center's resources include a staff possessed of diverse skills, a classroom and laboratory for developmental work, and a lending library of media and teaching materials and equipment. The university developed a 35-acre botanical garden, known as the Gardens at SIUE, that is also a living laboratory in support of the educational and research missions of the university. The gardens are located off Cougar Lake Road, near the Cougar Lake Recreation Area and the Cougar Village Apartments. Alton Campus. SIUE's campus in Alton, Illinois, 17 miles from the main campus, the site of SIUE's Alton Residential Center from 1957 to 1965, now houses the School of Dental Medicine and its offices, classrooms, labs, clinics, and ancillary services. The Alton campus is also home to the Alton Museum of History and Art, located inside Loomis Hall. East St. Louis Center, offering comprehensive programs, services and training to more than 6,000 people annually. The SIUE East St. Louis Center is dedicated to improving the lives of families and individuals in East St. Louis and surrounding urban communities. SIUE's East St. Louis Center, located in East St. Louis, Illinois, 22 miles from the main campus, opened in 2003. The current location is the center's fifth in the city since 1957, but it is the first site specifically designed and built for this purpose. The center provides educational programs, community outreach, health services, and cultural events to an economically deprived area of the Metro East. It also provides clinical and practicum experiences relating to urban community needs for various university baccalaureate, professional, and master's programs and for urban studies research. The ESLC includes the SIUE East St. Louis Charter High School to prepare students for career and college programs, a Head Start program providing services to children up to age 5, pregnant women, and families, a latchkey program to provide local families with after-school care for children ages 6 to 12, and the SIUE East St. Louis Center Performing Arts program, established in 1967 to provide cultural and performing arts classes and workshops. The center also houses the Community Nursing Services Office of the SIUE School of Nursing, the East St. Louis Dental Clinic of the SIUE School of Dental Medicine, an eye care clinic, and the East St. Louis Community College Center. Springfield Campus. SIUE also maintains an off-site location in Springfield, Illinois, for graduate nursing students as part of the SIUE School of Nursing. Classes at the Springfield campus are delivered via live televideo conferencing as well as traditional lectures. The location is near the SIUE School of Medicine and works with the School of Medicine to help students engage in interdisciplinary activities.